Alright. I think we are live. Wait. Black screen? Go back. Good. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Satisfactory series. Whew. I do remember this. Last time we played together, we did a lot. In fact, not only did we do a lot, we tried to prepare some objectives for the future, and there were already too many characters written in this. So, with these three, we ended up starting the production of the third item required for phase 3. We also finished the whole quartz research tree, and then we started going around. One second. We started going around building radars. Sneezes. Yeah, I got a lot of those. Building radars and unlocking alternative recipes via the use of hard drives, of course. So what do we do next? Okay, so one of the things I would like to do next is to unlock turbo fuel. I don't know exactly what will be the advantage of it, but that's one of the main reasons why I want to make sure that we're using our oil correctly, right? So like the most, in Factorio, when you unlock oil, you only have the normal oil fracking at the start, which only gives you 2 resources and kind of sucks. And you don't really have to prepare a factor for it until you get the next research, which is heavy oil fracking, which gives you 3 different resources and you can use them in a million different ways. The same case may be here, but I am not sure. So at least I have to unlock it, and then we see from there if there's anything else I can do. So we will unlock turbo fuel. The second thing we will do is we will complete the fuel generator field, whatever we call it. Another step I want to make sure we do is lay down, complete the field. Easy. Battery field. No complex naming required. We have prepared an entire area at the coal factory, actually, of all places. At the coal burning fuel coal generator factory. There we go. In the northwest. An area completely dedicated to batteries, and we have never filled that one up. So it's probably a good idea to do so. And finally, it will be ideal to complete phase 3. Those are the things I would like to try today. So how do we begin? Well, we actually begin by waiting a little bit. In 2 minutes, we will find the next recipe unlocked via MAM. And after that, we can see how we continue. In terms of completing phase 3, you know what? We're gonna go pay a visit to the facility that's putting together the phase 3 item. We will probably have to collect it by hand because I don't think we put together a storage for it, which is fine. That was a great jump. Oh wow, we already have 40? Did not expect that. So I'm only putting this in place as a safety that we don't get stuck in case the maximum stack size was 50. This way we can continue storing and hopefully be complete. Next up, I think I gotta take the jump again. But this time I would like to shoot myself towards the stators, even though I have stators being built right here, right? Yeah, okay, so we're gonna check the stator machines to see if they are overproducing, and maybe we can grab a stack or 2 of stators, since they're all absolutely necessary in the creation of batteries. So the delivery of stators should fall in here. There's 50 here, that's nice. 100 here, also nice. and 100 here. Okay. So I see we had been already saturating 2 of them. And if I split it... I cannot split. I'm actually out of room. Okay. This is disgusting, but it works. And there we go. We can now go to the MAM and check out what we got. Ooh. What is the normal version of this? So the normal version requires screws. This version is way heavier on concrete and on steel. Is it good though? My god, I need way more water. Oh, but this the refinery. Wait, no. Is this any good? There's already a recipe that makes resin and fuel. Is resin and fuel worse than resin and leftover? That's a tricky question. What are the uses of leftover? Actually, not that many. Okay, so let's evaluate the other 2 to discard them faster if we can. I think this is not the way. I think this is not. Okay, so this one produces more stators. That's pretty cool. And it just uses quick wire instead of normal wire. It's not just that it produces more. I think it's actually way cheaper in terms of steel. So that's not bad at all. I will have to examine this one severely because this is a decent deal. This one is maybe a good deal somewhere in the future, but not right now. And this one is very hard to understand. So let's go heavier on this one. Right now, the current recipe asks you for iron, steel plus concrete. And it creates 1 out of very little concrete. Okay, so this one is heavier on iron than on concrete. This one over here is heavier on, actually way heavier on concrete than on iron. And actually that sounds pretty cool. The steel, it's still there. It's not like we are getting rid of the steel. We are merely simplifying it a little bit by replacing the screws. Yeah, it's not a crazy upgrade. But it changes to super heavy important recipes. I should really pay attention to this. If I ever want to create a lot of modular frames, it would be better to require more concrete than to require more steel. And let's actually think about it that way. Does this recipe save me steel? Because 3 heavy modular frames, the normal way, would cost 45 steel pipes and 15 encased industrial beams. I think with that explanation alone, this is an amazing recipe. Okay, so this allows us to save on steel, which allows us to save on coal or steel ingots itself, and here we go. Very good. Let's go for the next. What do we need to unlock compacted steel? We need sulfur in hand, okay? Let's go get some sulfur in our hands. Do I have coal in my hand? Yes, I do. Whee! So we aim for this corner, which we know has sulfur. Very happy this portion of the game is not considered out of bounds, otherwise we would be dying. which, as we all know, is pretty bad. Okay, sulfur should be around here. Very nice. Place down another man. Sulfur. So what? We are out of... We were out of... I get it. We are technically out of room until we place down the MAM, which gives us exactly the room we need to open up one slot. So, we research compacted coal. What does this do? Because if I remember this correctly, this one needs compacted coal. Okay, so we now have unlocked compacted coal. And the way we do it is in an assembler. It's basically the same as gunpowder. Right, so... Wait, we are full here. Let me clear up my inventory a little bit. Power shards. That's 2 slots already. That should be enough. Okay. There we go. So give me another assembler. That will maybe go this way. Then we'll split up you and you. Well, that's not ideal, whatever. And now we are producing compacted coal, which is not the same as normal coal. That's actually the most important part. In fact, I would like to accelerate you. And I don't know what to expect out of this recipe, but I don't think I would mind having some storage of it. At least for now, that seems like the correct idea. We know we have to do something here. So let's actually go and get that done. Smokeless powder, it's the one with plastic, right? Okay. So we need to think about how are we gonna share plastic and powder over there. We are bringing plastic over here not too far away, so I guess there is a good chance. Oh, I'm having a vision for the future. Not now, but somewhere in the future, we will turn this place into a complete weapons factory. This corner of the world will be dedicated to creating all of the weapon types, because we have sulfur, we have coal, we need to import plastic, and then out of it we'll make all sorts of ammo, all sorts of weapons. That sounds lovely. I like it. So now we have 85. That should be enough for the MAM. We can now create turbo fuel. So turbo fuel doesn't say anything about what it does. It's a more efficient alternative to fuel. Can be used to generate packages. And we cannot afford it yet because we are missing normal fuel. Okay? So time to get out of here. We will jump over here first. Turn around, jump towards the fuel itself. The cool thing is, if we see that turbo fuel is that much more efficient than fuel, we can basically change the recipes to package something better. Alright. So we are at this place. I now need more of these. Please give me a second. There we go. And give me a new MAM. Sulfur, turbo fuel, go. Alright, turbo fuel researched. Let's make another hard drive scan. And now we shall see. The most likely scenario is that we won't be able to see, because I cannot predict that it needs the compacted coal that we just saw. But let's see. Turbo fuel requires compacted coal and fuel to produce turbo fuel. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna grab you, turn you around, I'm gonna steal fuel from here very innocently. This is all for good practice. Make you collide with literally everything. Then we will turbo fuel. We need to feed you with power. Somehow that ended up creating a new place instead of grabbing power from here. And then the last piece is a fuel generator here. That would just take this. And I don't mind that it's looking horrible, because the goal of this is just only to check what this data here will say. The normal fuel takes 12 seconds to be burned for one energy cycle. Sorry, 12 per minute. Exactly as I thought. This one takes only 4.5 per minute. That means we can feed a ridiculous amount of... Whew. Yeah, okay, you need to stop. Alright, so turbo fuel is much more efficient, right? This is now a very clear statement. The question is, how can we bottle turbo fuel right now? And I don't think I have an answer. I'm gonna move these two because I think they are part of the key on how to get this done. You know what? That's probably a bad idea. This should continue regardless. Unless I plan on jumping back and forth, bringing a lot of the material that I need. Well, that looks absolutely horrible. So how can I get this done? You don't need to go up anymore. So this is a good step one. Where we bring the fuel, but not this. In that case, we have way more room here. Might as well use it like this. Okay, that looks at least slightly more decent. Let's actually use a little platform over there. we'll use the upstairs exit to throw in the compacted coal that we're building over on the other side. We'll create turbo fuel. Now we need to somehow transfer above this the packager. So we fill this up. Follow this in. Get these people some power. There we go, power. Then we'll package the turbo fuel. And now all we need is to supply this place with the compacted fuel, which is not coal, compacted fuel. Okay, now I need to clear my inventory, grab a bunch more that we have already created, and therefore then we start having some turbo fuel. And the other thing I need to do is let go of the fuel here, at least make room so they are stored in here. Actually, forget everything I said, that was pointless. I just need to replicate the entire construction over here. Or do I? Is that the best idea? Yeah. So we're gonna leave that alone, and we're gonna recreate a smart splitter here. That puts a lot forward. Come on. And then next to it, just another awesome sink. Ah, that's no nice fit for this area. Okay, so maybe we start with the awesome sink. Make it fit. And then the other one can be here. Kinda like this. Then we say center is for any undefined, the right side for overflow. That was exactly the opposite of what I needed. Overflow, any undefined. Now we connect here. And finally, packaged turbo fuel is being stored. That is pretty cool. An extra question is, are we producing as much turbo fuel as we can? This only uses 22 per minute. 22 fuel. That kind of feels weird. Okay, thinking. What do we need to do here? Hello. Oh my god.
It's already quite warm.
The temperature.
Like rainforest outside.
Yay! We're living in the jungle now. Okay, so how much leftover is this creating? 60 per minute. And we're not really taking care of all of it right now. Well, so be it. I could also split it and send it upstairs, but that doesn't sound too good. Also, we need to restore the storage here. Including this container and this thing. Goodbye. We're also not using this anymore. Nice. And finally, this awesome sink also needs energy. And I missed. Okay. So, ma'am, what are you? Rubber and fuel produce plastic? When it lets me burn fuel, that's not bad. It looks like the most complicated conversion that we could ever think of. It also probably is efficient. Speaking of efficiency, this one sounds pretty good. Because that's a lot of polymer resin. Of course, the good question is, do you need polymer resin? That also makes a lot of polymer resin. 130 per minute, is that even needed? And the complications of setting this up already give me a headache. Okay, we're gonna take this because it enables us to do something that is not normally possible. Right now we only have fuel and it only gets us a little bit of polymer resin. We're using it anyway, so it's not that bad. And the polymer resin right now has no use, but I should not worry about that. You know what? This one enables us to do many things. How good is this one though? This creates normally 15 per minute, makes 1 out of 3, so it makes 4 out of 12. So this is already using half the stone, and the production rate is so supreme that I think it's actually the best one. 80 per minute is no joke. And all it needs is an input is what? 120 per minute. That's amazing. So you get to concentrate all of the production of concrete into one facility. Currently we have multiple constructors spread out to grab so much limestone. Okay, so let's grab this one. In the end, turned out to be the most attractive, at least for now. Last hard drive. Good luck. Okay, so quick points. Let's jump. We have unlocked turbo fuel. We're also producing turbo fuel, but for that we need to clarify a few things over here. So I need more room. I need not to have this in my hand. What else is pointless here? Potatoes are fine. You are not fine. The automated wiring, I guess I can just destroy thinking about that. Some ore I should drop back. Coal I don't need. Two more stacks. Let's see. I guess I can get rid of these two with no problem. And honestly, who needs that right now? Okay, here we go. I love the aim of this machine. Okay. Fly me to the moon. here you go. There is a lot of compacted coal for you now. How is the turbo fuel crafting going? Well, it will probably restart right now. So this only uses 15 per minute. I think we are safe upgrading the speed at which this is created. That looked cool, eh? Show me again. Whoa! Is it out in the open? That's pretty brutal. I've never realized that. Okay, 70. I guess if this continues, we kinda don't need packaged fuel anymore. We may end up throwing all of this into the awesome sink. I don't know, maybe. It is a nice safety to be had. Okay, so the one test I want to do is, can I just jetpack with the new turbo fuel? Yeah, you need to consume the 0. Oh, that's a thing. Turbo fuel is not for the jetpack. That makes me so sad. Because it means our entire production did nothing. Vehicles or the jetpack? Fuel for vehicles. Ah. Oh, that's sad. That is oof, a little bit brutal. So what am I gonna do about this news? I feel like I should lift all of this up. I mean, the thing we had going before was working. So we broke something just to accumulate a bit of a product that we cannot really use right now. So I'm trying to think, is there any good reason to keep this going for a little bit? Like maybe at least get some stacks of turbo fuel for whatever reason. But no, honestly, I don't find any good reasoning on why to do this. So, time to cancel out. Being very sad here, but it's just the way it is. Okay, so the only thing we had so far was this, which went into a packager. Which would be best if it had a little bit of leeway so that this pipe could turn. So with that provided, we can continue having the same setup as before. Smart splitter comes this way, moves forward, escapes over here. Jumps this whole problem, gets back in here. Reconnect this, package the fuel, and it says no power. Okay, so we pipe this up, 60-60. We are back to enabling this entire pipeline to work correctly. This place is full, we should take new stacks. That's nice. The rest is just thrown over there when we are saturated. Alright, we have rebalanced everything and learned in sadness that there's nothing more we can do with turbo fuel right now. That's okay though, we will eventually get that done. You should be eating a lot of polymer resin, right? Yeah. It's not the best direction that I've ever seen, but I feel like this could have been done with a lot more grace, for example. Smart splitter comes in this way. Puts an awesome sink over there. So let's do it like this. Smart splitter. You should go. Cancel you. You should go. Cancel you. You go there, you go there. Any undefined to the center, overflow to the right. We feed you with some form of power. And voila! This at least looks 3% more decent. I am okay with that. Okay, MAM has our final hard drive of the moment. And what can we find here? Is this compacted coal? This sounds like a smart investment, right? Compacted coal is literally the same products. So normally I would turn 1 and 1 into 2. Compacted coal saves me on coal to use more sulfur to produce more black powder. Okay. Alright, fused wire, why are you good? You are not good in any way, actually. You make things more complicated and you produce less wires than the normal Caterium recipe that is just up there. Yeah, you produce them really cheap. Ah, that's the thing. Okay, so you make really, really cheap wire, but that doesn't matter. How about the other way though? Is the other way even interesting? I don't think so. Caterium literally goes only into wires. So far. So this one makes things cheaper. Actually, all of them make things cheaper. And all of them have extremely limited uses. I don't think I want the wire, the normal wire, because if we are using Caterium, I can already produce a lot of wire per minute. Producing more quick wire sounds interesting, considering that it's actually Caterium that's limited in the world rather than copper. I'm pretty sure we can find copper everywhere. So I'm inclined to take this. And this one is just a circle logical thing. where you can produce just more black powder out of the same amount of sulfur. Or, better said, you can use less coal to produce the same amount of black powder. Okay, coal and black powder. I do like that. What's the normal problem with Caterium? Caterium turns 1 into 5. This saves us double and produces faster. Oh, what a difficult choice. The worst part is it's a difficult choice between two not really relevant recipes. It does feel like this would be way more annoying to set up because it requires double the amount of assemblers. And the worst part is you still need to supply sulfur to both parts. I feel like it's a 50-50 at this point. They're both just about efficiency. And honestly, I've never had a bottleneck of sulfur, and I cannot even imagine how black powder can turn into a bottleneck. So I'm gonna go with...
Why need the middle one?
This one I have already Caterium to pure wire, alternative recipe, and it's severely superior.
Oh, okay.
So it's just more expensive and harder to set up for if cheaper wire. But if it's all about speed, then that is better. Okay, so I'm gonna take Caterium. And that's all we have for now. So, next up, I think we want to complete this row. Oh my god, bye-bye. We are back. We want to complete this row of fuel facilities. Wait, is this correct? It is. So, fuel generator, 1, 2. We are out of heavy frames. Okay, let's go get heavy frames. Please reach. Yes. Very good. Yay! That's not a lot of heavy frames. As we suspected.
Is someone watching?
One person maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, hello. Oh, so cute.
Cat content.
She designs the facilities for us. Just get to work, cat.
She brings plastic for free.
True. She brought us plastic. That is indeed a true thing. Okay, so we connect you. We connect you. How many more can we build this time? 1. Oh, we're out of rubber. Rubber is easy to go grab. Let's grab 2 stacks so that whatever leftover I have, I can carry on. What happens if I go here? That's kinda cute. Perfect autosave timing. So, fuel, and can I make a last one? Oh, that's perfect. At least we got to make the basic side. So this entire setup that we have here, we can literally double. Because actually we can make 7 million more times. But if we double the entire facility as it stands, we would end up using the entirety of that pure node of oil that we are exploiting. So right now this is not even maximum capacity. Of course, all of these places need electricity connection. So let's go grab it. How am I doing this? Is it like this? Well, if it works for me, I don't know. So, we have now completed the fuel generator field. So objective number 2 has been accomplished. I can see smoke coming out of all of those fuel generators, which means they are working. Let's visit our computer put together factory. Specifically this. Okay, it's only 12, no reason to get super excited. We're still quite some time away. It's actually heavy modular frames that are holding back. No. Those are still arriving somewhat in time. But they do look like it's the limiting factor. So what are we gonna do about that? What indeed? So let me check a thing over here. Heavy modular frame would require just a ton of screws from us. I think I could make a few of my own, accelerate this process a little bit. Like right now it is constructing, but it feels like it may stop at any moment. We haven't seen any modular frame arrive for a while. I guess I am producing at half speed, right? I'm looking at the whole line and I don't see much. Okay, one question first. How is the power doing? Okay, power has gone insane. We're currently at 5,700 up and down because of the fuel production in the surplus facility, so to speak. So I guess consistently we could say 5,700, 5,500. Okay, that makes sense. Consistently 5,500. That is 2,000 megawatts above of what we're spending, and this is not even counting batteries. So we are way above our current needs. I guess we don't need to touch that for a while. So we completed the generator field. Completing phase 3 is the last point of today. The middle point will be to complete the battery field. So while we fly here, we're gonna check quickly. Power storage needs module frames and a lot of wires. We can cover that. So where are we going right now? Let's go to the hub, deposit all of the extra things that I've been accumulating. Like this. I think there was something else. What was it? I mean, there's obviously this mushroom. I don't need these canisters. Bye-bye. I don't need the compacted coal. The SAM ore, yes. I knew there was something else. I don't need this resin either. So let's go. How am I gonna do this? I need wires. That should let us make 20 batteries at least. And in order to do them all, we need to go over there. I do have a very cool question though. Reinforced plates? How we do with iron plates? Oh. Ooh, that's the last one, okay. If we had any way to make iron plates out of steel, which sounds absolutely ridiculous, we could take over basically the production of all of that, just with steel. Now the next question is it faster to shoot myself to the fuel field, to the coal field, sorry, or to just go over there? From here to there, okay, no, let's shoot ourselves. Oh no, that thing is still stuck there. And it remains stuck until the end of days. I do have a small problem though, which I may even solve up here. I need screws. Oh wow, not even saturated there. Why do you go up and down like this? That's ridiculous. Ah, in case I had more. Okay, I understand. So, give me a craft bench, heavy modular frames. We can only make 5. Ah yeah, screws. That makes sense. And then let's get ourselves back to the beginning, to the hub. Not before grabbing some nobilisks that we keep throwing at things. That was a good bunk. So grab some more of these. And then I'll be right back. we're back. The game doesn't like it when I alt tab in and out of this, so sorry if the screen went dark. Let's see. In order to do any of these, we need smokeless powder, right? Yes. Technically no, but we need nuclear fuel rods. Smokeless powder, smokeless powder, smokeless powder, and aluminium. Okay, so we are quite some ways away. Would be cool to do this. And high-speed connectors are also interesting. This is just so interesting for me, but we have no way to make it yet. Okay, let's go back up. Before we go to finish the battery field, I want to make sure that this phase 3 item production facility has all of our heavy frames. There we go. This will increase productivity a little bit, making sure that when we are done there, we'll be done here as well. We're currently at 58. Maybe it's a good idea to do this to the machine. 58. This produces 1-to-1 heavy modular frame. Okay. It also looks like we'll need to focus our heavy modular frame for now on producing more of those. So the first thing is getting rid of this exit. Now you're producing 2 per minute. Is there anything holding you back? Apparently steel pipes. Is there anything holding steel pipes back? I mean, the steel ingots are producing as much as they can, but maybe it's just not enough. Let's overclock this a little bit. Let's overclock you a little bit, since we are about to start seeing way more. Way more steel being funneled. So you're doing 67 per minute, and you only need 47. Okay. So this should be a good beginning. Additionally, can you show me once again the super new recipe that we have? That requires heavy modular frame. We do have the concrete that will be needed here, right? So I could split this right here. Go upstairs right now. And replace this entry basically. Because that's all that the change needs, right? Steel pipes, here you go. Concrete. There's your concrete. not enough space for screws, that's fine. I saw pure ore, bye bye. Pure coal. How did we end up with that in hand? Is it because we copy pasted the recipe? In any case, this is now producing a lot more. So let's go for that. I think the only question once again is, do steel pipes grunt enough in time? It's because we're splitting this in two, and this side does not need this many steel pipes. Doesn't matter. We're throwing them up at a good rate, I hope. Maybe we need to do the opposite. We split only this one, and then we merge the others. I like that. Let's do that. So first splitter, then merge. And apparently I cannot aim because I missed this. Okay, so we are splitting half over there. This is still producing at a good pace. Kinda, yeah. So let's go with that. This is saturated in all possible ways, except steel pipe, I guess, which we are trying to push for more and more. So what do we have? This one is making 30 per minute. Is it making 30 per minute? Yes, it is saturated over there. And this one is making theoretically 30 per minute, but it will only start to happen once that is saturated. Which we're not too far, but we're not there either. Okay. And you are full, you are getting full, and you are full as well. Okay, so this one, these three boosts were not the problem. That's good. We are now producing a lot of this heavy iron frame, heavy modular frame, sorry. And yeah, the pipes are kinda keeping up, which is all we could ask of this. Let's finish objective number 3 now. This does look pretty. I'm gonna see if I can ride this push all the way to the coal, which should be over there. Like literally I'm looking at it. So maybe if we're generous with the jetpack. We did it. What a jump. Oh my god. Okay, so let's see, how are we gonna do this? Just start throwing them? Isn't there, I think there was a way, right? To just build more. I wish I knew. Okay, we need to put some structure into this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not good. Let's do rows of 5 with 2 free spaces. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're leaving a lot of empty space, but that's really not a problem. At this point we have 20. Let's go for 25 at least. That's nice. And I think I will not do another row because we ran out of one of the materials. I mean, we haven't run out yet, but if I were to try, I would. So, what if I start making Caterium poles for each lane? Then we connect them all. I guess this is super not ideal. Considering that this facility is not even closed. We cannot do any ceiling shenanigans, that will be interesting. Wait, they can be daisy chained? Oh my god. I did not see that coming. Take me up there. Daisy chains are hot. Why are you rotated though? That's illegal. Okay, so they can only have 2 connections. But that's actually perfectly fine, since it means I can daisy chain them all. So I don't need you, or you, or you, or you. I can do this. Nice field. 80 field though. What does the power say? Okay, so we need 1.2 hours, 1 hour and 20 minutes to fully recharge. And it goes up and down because we cannot provide electricity to all of them at the same time. Doesn't really matter. We are making a ton of safety net. So that means complete. Do I want to do anything else here? No. I love this throw. It's so good. Okay. It is time now to try to complete phase 3. So let's Ironman this landing. And here we are. We have 22 to go. Automated wiring. Good thing we never destroy them. can we boost this production though? Stator. Stator. Cable, okay. What happened to this? Has this just not been producing all this time? Impressive. And stators, here you go. Just making sure all of those connections do exist. So here comes one, for example. Okay, so let's increase the automated wiring production. I love that I have a stack of computers waiting for this machine now. That is quite a new feeling. Very good. Alright, at this point we are indeed limited by automated wiring, and I cannot even craft those by hand. So all we can do is just increase production and keep the machines stocked. So yeah, let's do that. And since I'm already here, might as well give this one a boost. And this is where the pipes also make a difference, that they're not coming fast enough. Okay. I'm gonna throw you some pipes, whatever I have remaining, and let's follow up from here. Okay, at this moment, 2.5 per minute. We are missing 10 minutes of this. I can come back later. Where could we go to find more hard drives? The Land of Coal has some 6 turbo motors. I guess not that one. I don't know what this one is, but let's let it go. This one also has 6. Okay. Let's try to redirect this aim while saying hard drive. Okay. Wow, I did not see that now. Oh my god, they're fighting each other. I will help them. I'll help them both, I swear. I'm okay that they're stuck there. These are not enemies I want to meddle with. Can he die? Yeah, good. Needs 1 quantum computer. Ugh, game. How could you do this to me? That's very brutal. Okay, that one needs 6 turbo motors, 1 quantum computer. I don't expect things to get any easier. Let's get out of here this way. Spotted. Ah, but that's radiation, right? 7 supercomputers. My god, that was scary. Okay, I have a problem with what I just did. I have no idea how to get back.
World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
Sure. But on the meantime, we have a new hard drive over here. Boom. Oh, that was beautiful. Perfect. Okay. Encase industrial beams. Okay, that's good. That we can do. Also needs power. That we cannot do unless we do have enough, right? Of course we do. So apparently we need like 30. For 2 burners. Then I think I need bamboozle. Faster, faster, faster. Nice. Okay, we got that one. Let's run back. Death from above! So how are we gonna get up there? Can I use this? Doesn't look like. Can I use this? I see, that's a problem. Faster, faster, faster. Got it. I like that flying hatchery. That doesn't look ominous at all. So where are we? being followed. That's where we are. Okay, how can we get back up? Are we just at the northern coast? In that case, there should be a way up over here. I'm almost sure of it. It seems like I was correct. Oh, radiation. Dodge. No hard drives inside. Fine. Oh, we are on our return path. Out of range, fine. If we are a little bit safe, maybe we can throw in the hard drive. My god, that thing looks so angry. Is this just gas? No, it's radiation. This is just gas. The gas problem is gone. Of course. Sure, game. We need 2 superposition oscillators. For sure. Well, I guess there's nothing more than to get back home. I guess I should go to the coal first. Oh, we already know that one. It also needs some crazy stuff. But this one I don't know. Okay, that's all radiation. Okay, that's not something we can do right now. So let's jump down. That was a cool jump. Can we actually use this momentum to get to the oil? Oh, please, don't kill me. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Nice. That was way more insane than any other jumps we've done. Oh, no, no, no. Come on. Woo. Okay, so we went on a very tiny adventure. Are we ready for phase 3? The middle item has completed. The adaptive engines, I believe. Now it's just a matter of picking up the pieces from here. We are at 14. We need 6 more. And once again, it's automated wiring holding us back, so not much we can do. No manual shenanigans that can help us here. I gotta say, the alternative recipe for heavy modular frames was an absolute success. I did not notice how good it was when I picked it. I know I did the math to try to reach that conclusion, but it didn't jump to my face immediately how good it actually was. And it was. 4 more, come on. Is there anything I could do for this? Cables, here, have cables. For you, nothing, cables are there. For you, yeah, maybe I need to go get cables. Maybe I can promote some cabling here. Two more productions. And after that, we just cancel. You know, in fact, I would like to start canceling right now. Because our storages are suffering from not being able to accumulate the right product in the right place. So you have to go. I'm not, you know what, I'm not doing this the right way. So this is correct. What I need to do is just remove this split. Okay. So now we are storing computers once again. Now I need to remove this other supply. I saw those 3 beams incoming. I guess I cannot stop them. I had it, damn it. Should have trusted my aim. Okay, that is 2 pieces. Flip. And those are actually the bigger ones. I don't think I care much about the steel pipes. I care partially about it. One more. which is already building. Oh, that's great. That is great. Okay, we are done with you. Please remove power. So this is done. We now have 100. Time to fly. Because with this, we have it all. You know what? I'm gonna use a little bit of this to go back here and cancel the entry of, or actually the exit of steel pipes. You, stop. Now all goes back into producing more and more of these. And they certainly need it. It's currently the reason why it's not producing. Okay, should I remove one of these? Yes. The mom has a gift for us, but I have no cables. I don't see any rubber. So let's check out why we're not producing rubber. Maybe I missed something here? Like a cable? Huh. This is a new one. Oh, I didn't know. My bad. Be free, my friends. Yeah, that should do it. Now rubber production can restart. And I can actually fly to the space elevator, where we always wanted to go. Bonk. We do the last bit by hand, and together on to tiers 7 and 8. Goodbye. Objective complete. Bye bye. And it's gone. Let's get back to the hub. Talk to the mom, see what we get. Silica concrete. This looks absolutely complicated for no reason. So it requires an assembler, silica, which is already hard to make. Fine concrete. It's just concrete. It makes 25. The refinery one makes 80. This costs more. Yeah. You, however, you are interesting. So high-speed connectors right now require caterium, copper, or caterium, and a circuit board. This uses the same amount of circuit boards, so that's annoying. And it replaces one caterium requirement for quartz. That is not good. No matter how I look at it, that is just more complication instead of less complication. So no, rejected. In that case, then it is time to embrace the polymer resin, which we may find a very good use for in the new tier. Also, we're out of hard drives, right? Yes. Alright, so before we end this episode, how does this begin? I'm guessing bauxite refinement is probably the start. It literally unlocks everything related to bauxite. There's a blender here, that's a new thing. Blending fluids and combining them with solid parts in various processes. So a blender is a super refinery, basically. Okay, that is completely new to me. What else is there? Aluminum ingot, aluminum sheet, radio control unit, aluminum casing, alumina solution, okay. Alright, well, it looks like this is how it begins. So we're gonna select the milestone, mark it as our next objective, unlock bauxite refinement. But let's check out what else is there. Alright, I can see where this is going. So once we have bauxite, we can start unlocking the rest. Conveyor lift 5 and conveyor belt 5, very nice. 780 resources per minute. I would say that's pretty much enough. Hazmat suit, that's cute. It requires aluminum, iodine infused filter, okay. And extra inventory slots, always welcome. Aeronautical engineering, this is absolutely new to me, I've never seen it before. Gives me sulfur, sulfuric acid, okay, that makes sense. Battery uses sulfuric acid. Thank you, Dr. Stone, we have learned with you. It unlocks supercomputers. That is interesting. I did not see that coming. I thought supercomputer was like a Ethereum unlock. It also unlocks the drones. Very cool. So fuel batteries based on travel distance, refuels if at any of its connected ports if able. Okay. So I know where we're doing, how we're doing that one. Drone ports, all good. Assembly director system. What are you? Oh, it's a project part. Okay. I can see it right there. It needs 4,000 for the next phase. Sure. I don't even know what the next phase unlocks, but you know what? We will complete it one day. What is the hover pack? Allows for vertical movement and hovering in mid-air to improve building efficiency and factory traversal. Okay, wirelessly connects to nearby power connections such as power poles and buildings for power consumption. Slow fall. Hold spacebar after losing connection mid-air. Disable hover pack. Double tap C while hovering. Okay. And inventory slots. So hover pack sounds like one of the first things we need to do once we have bauxite refinement. Let's go to tier 8. Nuclear power. Okay, supercomputers, that's already a problem. Unlocks scanning for uranium, encasing uranium in something, creating rods for fuel to go to nuclear plants. Nuclear plants consume water and nuclear fuel rods to produce electricity for the grid. But it produces nuclear waste. And that's something that we want to take care of, right? Yeah. Okay. Project Part 7 requires space elevator, okay. Advanced aluminum production. Resource well pressurizer. Ah, this is the thing. This is the thing that would allow us to pump the center and harvest the sides. Okay. Resource well extractor, yeah. Scanner update, water well, crude oil well. Oh, I didn't know this. So there are new nodes in the world, basically. And also nitrogen, which is a new element that I haven't seen before. Okay, so We can also package nitrogen gas. Okay, so this is the first gas they introduced, nitrogen. It works, if I understand it correctly, the same as liquids, right? That you need a pipe for them. But do you need a pump for it? That is a good question. Heatsink for whatever cooling system, that's also a new thing. And fused modular frames are, I guess, the hardest version of the modular frames. Let's check what's next. Turbo motors. I need 6 for some unlock somewhere. Okay, this requires super advanced stuff. Wow, oh my god, that already looks like it's far enough. Miner MK3. Very cool. Normal extraction rate is 240. That means, so this one would make impures 120, normals 240, and pure into 480. Absolutely ridiculous. And thermal propulsion rocket, which is just a project part. Okay. Finally, particle enrichment. Can make nitric acid, package the nitric acid. Honestly, if there is a Dr. Stone cameo anytime soon, I will have all the fun. Non-fissile uranium, I think. I think this is what you end up doing with. Can I ask the codex? Codex. Non-nuclear, non-fissile. No. Fissile? No. So because I haven't unlocked it yet, we cannot check what it is. I guess that is a bit sad. But yeah, I think this allows you to use up your nuclear fuel. And therefore you are able to then recycle that permanent supposed thing out of that problem. Plutonium pellet. Particle accelerator, encased plutonium cell, plutonium fuel rod, copper powder, pressure conversion cube, sure, and then nuclear pasta, project part 9. Okay. That is very cool. So how are we going to do this? We're probably going to start with securing aluminum so that I can start making the fastest belts in the world. And I think the next point will be supercomputers. I'm almost sure of it. So that we can start using the drones. And someone in the middle, we make this. What are you? Radio control unit. Did we find this here? Ah, yeah, here it is. Okay. I find this very, very cool. I have not explored tier 7 and tier 8 almost at all. So all of this would be new to me. And I certainly do not want to start right away. So I think I'm going to take a break here. We'll see later how we do things. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you next episode.